Okay, morning, folks. Welcome to the briefing on Sunday the 31st. So yeah, those of you who are looking out the window or even maybe driving or in your car, you realise it's pretty windy. I just had a quick look at the local METARs, and Southampton had a 49 knot gust, Farnborough's 39. So it's right in the eye of this frontal system here. That's going through just at the moment. This is the midday chart. This low pressure 24 hours ago was forecast to be quite a bit further north. We weren't going to be blasted with quite such strong winds by the looks of it, but it seems to have sunk a bit further south. And we really are in quite tight isobars here, even when the front goes through. So it's still going to remain pretty windy from the southwest, and the pressures, fairly low, line 9.2. Over us. So 975 is quite a low pressure system for this time of year. You'd normally expect that middle of winter. The TAFs, Farnborough, has changed a little bit just in the last few minutes. So all days, 20 gusting 32. Certainly becoming a bit later. 20 gusting 28, and what we've got is this tempo bit now. They're saying between 9 and 11. I think it's probably going through between sort of 9 and 10 really, realistically, and that's 30 gusting 42, 2,000 meters of rain. Well, I think it's probably gusting that much out there. The Lasham weather station went down at Hubberstate this morning after it had recorded a 35 knot gust. So I think it's probably been gusting 40 knots out there. But after the front goes through, it's still going to be windy, and that probably will be the deciding factor on whether we can fly or not. Not only the wind strength, but the direction, and also the upper wind strength. Because here we're looking at 250, so southwesterly, somewhere between this box here, which is saying 40 knots at 2,000 feet, and the one to the south of us, which is saying 45 knots. So yeah, very, very windy, even after the frontal system goes through. All the other weather data I've looked at shows that sort of picture as well. SatPic, this is the line of the rain. You can see the cloud and the brighter bits just there, beginning to go through at the moment, and quite clear behind it. Showers all in the sort of Bristol Channel area and out in the towards the west of the country, and you can see those on the rainfall radar. And that's quite an intense band of rain. It's almost like a little curl in there as well, a little low pressure developing within that. But clear after that, and not really a lot going on in there apart from the strong wind and the possible chance of showers later, I think, looking at top meteo. Temperature wise, actually it's going to be quite warm, pleasant. Southwesterly wind, BBC was suggesting 13, but very, very windy, so you're going to certainly feel it if you're stood outside. Top meteo shows, first of all, the cloud going through. There's the rain, it's clearing. That's sort of 10 o'clock, 11, 12, so it's clearing to basically cumulus. What looks like sort of 6/8, maybe a little bit more than that, cumulus, with showers further out to the west, and it looks like the showers aren't going to get to us, hopefully, a bit like yesterday. They stayed out in the West Country. So yeah, it looks quite a nice day. Cloud heights once the rain goes through, similar to yesterday, 2,500 feet. But the snag today is the gusting wind, folks. So wind gusts predictions from top meteo, that's about 10 o'clock. And you can see we're down in the sort of really strong stuff here, the 40 knot plus gusts. And it's still showing for most of the day in this predicted forecast above 30 knot gusts. So that's going to be the factor today. Obviously, we'll make a decision on flying a little bit later when the rain clears through, and take another look at it. I suggest if you're booked in and you're not at Lasham, or you're thinking of coming to Lasham, just wait, hold fire, and then give the office a call to see if we've made a decision on what's actually going to happen. Because if it was straight down the runway, it'd be a relatively easy operation, but it looks like it's going to be southwesterly with a 2-3 launching direction, which is challenging, and combine that with a very, very wet airfield. So it may be a challenging setup. It may be that we decide that it isn't actually viable to go flying. So airspace wise, quickly cover through this. We've got the Southampton usual hours of operation changed. Middle Wallop, there's gliding NOTAM'd because it's not a regular activity there. And number 13 is Salisbury Plain Danger Area Crossing Service not available. There is now a Royal flight out of Bryce, which raises the base of top of this airspace here up to 5,000 feet, and then there's an airway going out of that, and I'll just get you the timings on that. So Bryce temporary controlled airspace 1325 to 1435 local. Basically, it's from 1:30 to 3 o'clock because the airway is a slightly different timing on it. So that extends quite a long way out to the northwest. This low level airway that runs out here at sort of 3,500 feet goes out a long way. That's just for anybody who might be sort of contemplating power flying today and going in that direction. Apart from that, fairly quiet at Lasham. No predicted jet movements. So give us a call maybe a little bit later when we make a decision on what we're going to do, and we will let you know. Right. Hopefully, if we don't fly today, I'll see you on the briefing tomorrow.